Hello everyone, if you like this video, please press like. I'm preparing prickly pear juice for a prickly pear beer that I'll be making this winter. And you can go buy prickly pear juice. It's kind of expensive, but in this area, Texas, prickly pears are all over the place, so I figured, well, why not try and just prepare my own juice. When you're picking prickly pears, you can see I got quite a bit here. Always use a pair of tongs when you're handling these things until you get them cleaned up. The best way I've found so far to prepare these is to grab a few of them, get a strainer, rinse them off really good. You want to get the hairs and the thorns off of it. Get them nice and clean. And the method you'll see most videos approve of is to slice the ends off. You see, this is a nice red one. I have them of varying degrees of ripeness, but you know, you got to pick them when they're there before the bugs and birds get onto them. So then you want to begin to peel them. This is a really good specimen here. You can tell it's really dark and rich. It peels real easy. It doesn't crumble. There's no contaminants. You want to make sure and wash any contaminants or throw any suspect ones away, which is another reason I've picked so many of them, is so that I can weed out the bad ones later. You can drop them into a food processor, and this will separate all of the seeds and the fibers from the juices. Get a nice puree out of it without all those nasty peels and those yucky heads and heels in there. This is a Miro brand juicer, hand juicer. You want to use a hand juicer. An electric one will risk you risk crushing the seeds, and it gives it kind of a not so good flavor. So you always want to use a hand one. You can find these on eBay for about 10 bucks. You can find them in antique stores. Thank you, Tom Jones, for giving me yours. You can see I got one here that didn't quite crush up. We'll toss him back for next time. These things are mostly juice, so this doesn't take a lot of work. You can just fill this thing all the way up, and there'll be almost nothing left behind. You can see tons of juice coming out of this thing, and this just takes a minute or two to get all of the pulp separated out, the seeds separated out from the juice. See, these things make tons of juice here. Alright, that's probably good enough. We can go a little further and get more out. What you're going to be left with is a big old mess of seeds and probably some of the peels. Don't get OCD about pulling all the peels off. Your strainer will get a lot of that out of there. Toss that off to the side. You get enough of it together, fill your pan up with it, strain it off into a vodka and tonic. No, strain it off into a container here. And when you're done, you have wonderful, pure prickly pear juice. Ready for the freezer, ready for anything. I prepared several over here. You can kind of tell the difference from, this is pure juice, pure separated juice. You can tell it's nice and dark. This was done with the peels on, and you'll notice there's a little bit of difference there between the two. Not quite as pure. You can separate the remaining whole fiber and anything ground peels. You can separate those as you defrost it and bleed your juice off later. This looks really good. Anyway, if you liked the video, if you found this is valuable, please hit like, and I'll see you soon when we get to the part of cooking up some beer for you guys.